What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today I'll be having another look at GTA 3 the Definite Edition, which is part of the whole GTA trilogy, the Definite Edition, because they just released an update for all three games, and one of the things that they promised to fix was rain. Now, I'm sure you've seen the Digital Foundry video about all kinds of issues with the game, but one of the most glaring kind of issues was the rain, because rain was literally white and you couldn't really see through it, right? I mean, all you saw was rain, and now it stopped raining, but you saw just a second ago how the actual rain effect actually looks like now. It's much improved, and I'm sure it will start raining in a minute, so we'll get back to it in a second. So other than that rain fix, there's a long list of bug fixes and graphics fixes and that kind of stuff. Now, the update didn't necessarily change the way the game looks and that kind of stuff, and this is just the beginning. And Activision actually published a blog post where they kind of apologized to the gamers for the, low quality of that port. And the thing is that they hired somebody to do that port. The developer that ported that game to consoles and PC is, there's the rain again. So you can clearly see that the rain, you can see it's raining, but you can still see stuff outside, right? You can still see things on the road. While with a previous implementation of rain, all you could see was literally just like white stripes. It looked like snow, not rain really. But going back to the Activision and stuff, they apologized for the low quality port. The port was actually there you go, frame rate dips here again, so they didn't really improve performance much, but I'll get back into it in a minute. And so they apologized, but they were not the ones that made it. They hired a developer to do it, and this is the same developer that made the mobile port. And I think even Digital Foundry did say that this game looks like that port, but you would think that at least they could put extra effort in making sure that it's actually working well on these consoles. But looks like it was a lazy port, unfortunately. And there we go, even more frame rate dips, which is annoying. I was hoping that one of the first things that they would improve was performance, but looks like that's not the case. There's still quite a lot of dips, because like right now I'm just driving around the city, and for the most part the game is smooth 60 frames per second, and then all of a sudden when there's more cars or more objects on the screen, or there's something going on, the frame rate dips big time. And well, to be honest with you, even VRR doesn't really help much. Although, you know what, let me just I'm not even sure if I actually enabled it. I think I disabled it because I just wanted to make sure that it doesn't affect the testing, because if with VRR enabled, I could be getting that frame rate drops, and I wouldn't probably even know about it, right? So let me actually check if I've got that enabled. Yeah, I had VRR disabled. So yeah, without VRR, of course, these frame rate dips were kind of big time, and they were quite obvious. Like you could feel and see straight away these frame rate dips. Now on the video, you're probably going to still see them, but the thing about like playing in that game with VRR on, the VRR should smooth it out. And this is the great thing about Xbox consoles now, that they've got the VRR, so even if you are getting some frame rate dips, a lot of them will be smoothed out. So yeah, but generally speaking, that game still needs a lot of work. I'm playing this game right now on Xbox Series X, So I think it's actually the best implementation of it, especially in terms of performance. Graphics wise, I don't think there's actually much of a difference. Not sure if they fixed the PlayStation 5 version, because in performance mode it's actually using more graphics features, I think, and that's why it's getting more of frame rate drops and stuff. So this place, before, I was having quite a lot of frame rate. I mean, there's still something there, but you should see it on the video, but I don't feel it, right? Per se, because yeah, VRR actually smooth out stuff. Oh, there you go, dead end. So guys, so here's the thing. If you've got Xbox Series X, yeah, go and grab that game, especially if you can actually get it on sale, maybe, or something like that. Because the game is more than playable. It's actually, I know it's an old game and there's nothing new there, but it's nostalgia is a hell of a drug, to be honest with you. And I still think, and it's still the best way to play these games on next-gen consoles, right? I mean, worst case scenario, you can actually change that game if you are really bothered about the frame rate dips and you don't have VRR. You can always change to fidelity mode, right? And I mean, motion blur, I will turn it on that as well. And I mean, obviously I can't say that it's going to be a smooth 30 frames per second, but it's going to be 30 frames per second. Well, you're not really going to get these frame rate drops much, but still, like, 30 is 30, right? It's not really great. So for me, especially that I've got that VRR support on my monitor, 60 frames per second is the way to go for me. But like I said, it's up to you. But still, you've got that, you've got these options, and of course, this is still the best way to play that game on consoles, especially next-gen consoles. Hold on, where is it? Graphics, fidelity, perform. Motion blur, no need. It's not needed here. Depth of field, yeah, I'll leave it on. Yeah, so like I said, other than these frame rate drops here and there, it's still fun game to play. Yeah, I mean, yeah, these frame rate drops, are annoying. Don't get me wrong, but it's not like the game is unplayable because of that. It's just like getting that once for a while, and you feel it, and it's, like I said, annoying, but it's still better experience than just playing the game at 30, I think. And obviously the backwards compatible versions, I mean, I'm not sure if there's any backwards compatible versions of GTA on consoles anyway. I know they are, we can play these old games on PC, but I'm not sure about these games on consoles. But guys, at the end of the day, like, I like these games, and call me a sucker, maybe I am, who knows, but I spent quite a lot of hours back in the days playing these games, especially this one, the GTA 3, because it was revolutionary at the time and stuff, right? And so it's the least impressive game of them all. Oh, there we go, I forgot it's still closed. So it's the least impressive of them all, but I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, VRR actually do help a lot. I still feel stutter here and there, but it's not as severe as I don't see that as much as I used to, because VRR do smooth out that. You should see actually these stutters and frame rate drops more on the video, because yeah, obviously OBS don't support VRR. So yeah, but guys, like I said, at the end of the day, this is a game that is actually much higher. There was quite a lot of stutter here. So the game is running at higher resolution, textures are improved, the game still actually looks pretty decent in my opinion, despite the fact that it's a very old game, like 20 years old game, well, almost. And yeah, other than these performance drops here and there, I would say that's very good game. And there's still more fixes coming. They fixed the rain, but as you can see even in the video, because I'm sure you do see those frame rate drops. Oh, here we go again with these frame rate drops, especially when there's more cars and stuff, right? That's where we're actually getting more frame drops. So like in the city center, I guess. But other than these, frame rate drops here and there, for the most part, it's really like 60 frames per second game. It's smooth, plays pretty well. People complain about like the controls and that kind of stuff. I mean, yeah, but obviously it's not a modern game, so you won't have modern controls, but it's not as bad as some people make it to be, in my opinion, right? It's actually funny because somebody called me a corporate slave for defending this game. I'm not defending this game because the game obviously has issues and these needs to be fixed, but guys, at the end of the day, it's all about fun, and this game is still fun to play, and it's really the best way to play this game anyway, right? I mean, you probably, oh, there we go, more frame rate drops. But anyway, listen, Activision promised that they will be fixing, I'm not sure if all of these issues, but they already fixed a number of issues. I think that the most glaring issue right now is the performance, especially on the last gen consoles, but even this gen console, I guess if they improved performance on the last gen consoles, that should translate to this gen console as well, because I think it's still a backwards compatible title with just enhancements added on top of that, so it's not like a proper next gen version of the game, right? Running on Xbox Series S, X and PlayStation 5. These are just backwards compatible versions of old generation consoles, so PlayStation 4 and 5 with some there you go, more frame rate drops. So yeah, guys, that's the video for you. I really do hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, there's actually more updates coming. I really do hope that they will fix the performance issues, because right now that's the most annoying thing about these games. I'm not sure about the other games because I didn't test them yet, because I don't really play them right now. I want to go through the GTA 3 first, and then I'll move on to the rest of them, right? Not that it's really needed, because these are different stories, different characters and that kind of stuff, so it doesn't really matter which one you go and play first, right? But I don't know, it's just like, this is that nostalgia thing, I guess, right? I mean, like I said, I spent so many hours on GTA 3 back in the days on PC and PlayStation 2 that, I want to beat that game first. So anyway, that's oh Jesus, did you see that? Frame rate drops must have been running at like 20 frames per second. So yeah, these frame rate drops are quite severe, and I think that the more effects is on the screen. So like when you're driving in the night, so you've got these extra reflections, and you've got tail lights and headlights and that kind of stuff. So that really affects the performance big time. So yeah, it's a very dynamic game. Different time of the day, and different atmospheric conditions as well. So it may, performance may vary depending on whether it's day, night, raining or not, that kind of stuff. So anyway, guys, that's the video. I hope you enjoyed this. Make sure you subscribe to this channel for more content like this, because there's going to be more content like this, of course. And I will see you all in the next one. Take care.